At 3:50 a.m. on April 18, 2016, an intruder in tactical-style gear wandered the halls of a Texas church, opening doors, breaking glass, and moving with an oddly deliberate gait. 30 minutes later, fitness instructor and mother of three, Missy Bevers, arrived to set up a 5 a.m. boot camp. Within minutes, she was dead. The killer, captured on camera, has never been identified. Missy Bevers was 45, a well-known Camp Gladiator coach in Midlothian, Texas. On Mondays, she ran an early morning class at Creekside Church of Christ. That morning, rain forced the group indoors, and Missy posted a Facebook update saying class was still on. "If it's raining, we're inside." It may have told more than just her students where to find her. Shortly before 4 a.m, a figure wearing what appears to be police-style tactical gear entered the church by forcing a door. Motion-activated cameras recorded the suspect roaming the building, opening doors, peeking into rooms, and striking some surfaces with a hammer. The person's movements looked oddly relaxed. No rush, no apparent search pattern. Some investigators later wondered if the burglary behavior was staged. Around 4:16 to 4:20 a.m, Missy pulled in to set up. She often arrived early to prep equipment. In the minutes that followed, something happened inside the church. When Missy's students began arriving around 5 a.m, they found her gravely injured and called 911. She was pronounced dead at the scene. According to court records and police statements, Missy suffered multiple puncture wounds, including to the head and chest. Investigators recovered a hammer, and early warrants referenced puncture-type injuries consistent with such a tool. The footage shows a stocky figure in a helmet, vest, gloves, and boots, patches or lettering suggestive of law enforcement gear. The person moves slowly with a distinctive gait, feet turned slightly outward, limited arm swing. Height estimates vary, partly because of the bulky gear and camera angles, but many observers place the suspect in the 5'2" to 5'8" range. Importantly, the gender is unclear. The build and movements could fit either a smaller framed male or a female in heavy gear. At first glance, it looks like a burglary gone wrong. But nothing significant appears to have been stolen, and the suspect's behaviour, wandering, tapping, opening doors, feels performative. Missy posted publicly that class was inside that day because of rain. Did someone see that and plan an ambush? Or did the killer know her routine already? Police have fielded thousands of tips but have not named a suspect or made an arrest. Online discussion often circles three broad ideas: someone from her circle, a personal grudge or romantic conflict. There were reports of marital strain and rumours about relationships, but nothing that rose to probable cause. A stranger or hired attack. The tactical gear and apparent staging could point to intimidation, misdirection, or a professional trying to mask identity. A mistaken target or opportunist. Someone inside the building who didn't expect Missy to arrive when she did. Authorities have repeatedly cautioned against speculation. Several individuals were examined and publicly cleared over time. The only consistent fact is the video, and even that leaves room for interpretation. Stance. Toes slightly outward, measured pace. A forensic podiatrist consulted by media noted that gait can be as identifying as a fingerprint if you have a known comparison. Knowledge of building. The suspect moves room to room but doesn't seem laser-focused, suggesting limited familiarity or an intention to look like a random search. Timing. Entering shortly before 4 a.m, with Missy expected before 5. That's a tight window. Some awareness of her schedule seems likely. Weather post. Missy's public note about being inside due to rain could have been a trigger. Nearly a decade later, Midlothian police say the investigation is active. They've received 3,000 plus tips and periodically renew appeals for information. Community groups continue vigils and awareness events, yet without a breakthrough, DNA, a confession, or a definitive match to that gait, the case remains open. If you recognise the walk, the build, or the mannerisms of the person in that footage, contact Midlothian Police Department or your local Crime Stoppers. For Missy's family, justice means answers. I'm Alexander, and this is Black Dossier. If you want more unsolved cases with deep dive visuals, subscribe and tell me what case to cover next time.